Almost 1 million years ago, lava erupted in the middle of the Pacific Ocean to create Hawaii. The rest was done by the tropical sunlight that allowed the birth of plants and animals in and out of the ocean of the island of Maui. In this tropical paradise is the charm and magic of the legendary Polynesian gods. And Hawaiians consider the sun to be sacred. Light here has a particularly fundamental role in the development of coral reefs. The corals have a symbiotic relationship with algae living within their bodies, which absorb that light and so stimulate both to grow. The mighty reef formations that are formed provide a multitude of nooks and crannies, which make the perfect home for a spectacular variety of marine life. Here they can reproduce, eat, and avoid being eaten themselves. As the first light of dawn spills over the reef, its colours spring back to life. The fishes emerge from their hidey holes where they spent the night, taking advantage of the daylight hours to feed. In this dawn light, this long tubular fish, Nunu, has a clever predatory strategy. He worms through the gaps between the coral, moving slowly and keeping out of sight of potential prey. Others, like these butterfly fish, kikakapu, hunt as they live, in pairs. Once they find a mate, they stay together for life. The coral polyps, which are very abundant here, thanks to the continuous effect of light, are their favourite food. These convict surgeonfish, manini, have a different approach. They prefer to form large gangs that all feed on algae together. The yellow-striped goatfish, wekeha, scans the sandy bottom in search for invertebrates buried within the substrate, using its barbels, equipped with chemosensors to detect them. In the morning light, they have the ability to change colours to blend in with their surroundings. The sun arcs on towards midday. And because they can easily see any incoming predators, these goatfishes take this time to grab a little rest on the bottom, safe from predators in their shoal of many eyes. Nearby, a small and colourful fish called a cleaner wrasse, Hinalia, gets ready for a busy day. It's his job to help out the bigger fishes in his territory by removing and eating parasites from the skin. With the sun high in the sky, this is the perfect time of day for a deep clean without any kind of threat from nocturnal predators. As the day goes by, the goatfishes also call in for a clean-up. the wrasse is certainly kept on his figurative toes. A parrotfish, Paluca, is also doing something very important for the entire ecosystem at large. Algae, fast growing in the strong sunlight, threatens to take over the reef, but the parrotfish scrapes it off the coral with his hard beak, thus preventing the algae from spreading too far. But he does also ingest bits of the coral itself, and his unique digestive system transforms that into the very sand that forms beautiful tropical beaches right across the world. As afternoon arrives, the light begins to dim, and small fishes group themselves into large schools for safety. Many eyes can see much better than just a few. Taking advantage of this fact, sometimes the trumpetfish, Nunu, mingles with smaller fish, changing colour to mimic their own. So they'll accept him. Only those with the most effective defense mechanisms, like this spotted burrfish, Kogala, can afford to wander alone in the low light of the afternoon. With a wide body capable of inflating and covered with massive spines, there are very few that would try to tackle such a big and potentially lethal meal. Outside the water, this Hawaiian monk seal, Iliohola Ikawawa, enjoys the sun's last remaining rays. And he does not want to be disturbed. The afternoon fades into early evening. The lengthening of the shadows signal approaching danger for daytime fishes. They start to stick closer to the coral walls, wary of potential attack. Night falls, and a new host of characters, like this titanfish, Nohu, emerge onto the scene. Tiger cowrie snails, Lehu, which spent the day hiding from the light in the little crevices, now come out to search for food in the darkness. And they are not the only ones on the prowl. Darkness makes it easier to be sneaky. Some predators, such as the turkeyfish, Nohu pinau, swim along the coral walls in search of small fishes in shadowy places, safe in the knowledge that its venomous spines would make it an unpleasant target for others. On the bottom, the Hawaiian garden eel, puhi, sway back and forth in gentle undulating motions, feeding as a colony and picking out zooplankton and detritus from the water. this reef triggerfish, the humu humu nuku nuku apua, and the official state fish of Hawaii itself, decides to play with the current. The fish can only cower in the darkness until the dawn brings back their safety once more. With the light of the new day, the entire cycle begins all over again. The sun's daily trek across the sky plays a massive role in the daily routine of almost all life. But there are few places in the world that demonstrate this as effectively as the coral reef, where the behavior of every creature alters according to the sun's rhythms.